All praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, GMS. Salutation to you all around the world that's teaching the truth, put your lives on the line for it. And shalom to you, serious Aquaf. My name is Maya Ka'ala, Bun Gad, with Chicago Brent, a great millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers' paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any violent groups. We are not affiliated with any militant groups. We are not affiliated with any terrorist groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. All right. And what brought me here, man, was a little funny. Charlemagne, the wannabe god. All right, let's call him Charlemagne the lesser, Charlemagne the demon. All right, he having a total fit over this guy named Lakeith, the one playing the movie on the Black, I believe called the Black Judas Messiah. Well, you know him as that movie Get Out. All right, he was the Jake with the straw hat on. He got traumatized when they're bright when somebody took his picture and flashed him and everything. But anyway, all right, let me just give you an idea what Lakeith is. All right, so let's see Lakeith Stanfield, yeah, that's his name. All right, so that's Lakeith Stanfield, the actor, man. All right, so he did Lakeith Stanford did a little skit, little comedy skit. He pointed had a picture of Charlemagne on his laptop. Basically, he had like a little gun pointing to the picture, which basically ain't nothing, man. By me growing up in Inglewood, Southside Chicago, and everything, that was totally within what they call it, dark humor within comedy and stuff. It wasn't nothing life threatening anything. Like I said, I've been raised in Inglewood. Like I know when somebody's after somebody, when somebody want to kill somebody. I know that certain vibe. All right, where they threaten you in person. All right, they may say straight up, or they may do it indirectly. Or they might back then when we had the technology back. Well, we had technology, but not like it is today. So back then they'll give you a call or they'll tell somebody, hey, such gonna do this to you, such. So Lakeith Stanfield, that little skit he did, a video pointing a gunshot, man, it was not threatening. And it's like a certain vibe you could sense, man, when somebody threaten somebody, all right? Or somebody want to get at somebody, someone want to kill somebody, man. So Charlemagne had the little basically those soft cotton candy that as he is, he panicking and everything. He mad, upset. But anyway, so that brought me to this video here, man. Brilliant idiot clips. Charlemagne thoughts on Nick Cannon, Charlemagne the God, and Andrew Schultz. So Andrew Schultz, one of those Oscar Nazis, right? Amalekites. All right, and some things I want to just criticize, comment on it, and basically correct them on. All right, basically, because these guys, Charlemagne God is not gonna wake up. All right, his head way up in Esau's but man. All right, he gonna wake up. All right, he gonna wake up when the missiles hit him, burn him up. All right, and Skulls, he don't know come true. He Esau. All right. But anyway, I'm just gonna play this clip. All right. the last Oh, Slock, let me read this right here. All right, it says All right, section U.S. Code, section 107, fair use. Section 107, Colorado provides a statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All right, so this is research and teaching. All right, education. I do not own the video clip. I do not own the audio clip to it. All right, I'm just using this for educational purposes. All right, classroom purposes. Okay.
It's wild though, right? Because like I talked to like 8 of my Jewish homies yesterday. Right, but real quick.
Right, so right here he said Jewish homies. All right, because the reason I'll stop right here because he gonna say contradiction. Right, in a few minutes. Right.
Just to clarify, they didn't. That's not why Nick got fired. Nick didn't get fired for the savage comment. He got fired for the anti-Semitic comment, and a lot of people I think are just so unaware of like Jewish culture, Jewish history that they don't even know why the comment he said was anti-Semitic. Listen, I had no idea. Yeah. I just know that I can't tell a Jewish person what is anti-Semitic. Just like nobody can tell me what racism is. Just like nobody can tell a woman what sexism is. Just like nobody can tell a gay person what homophobia is. When I heard it, and I saw the Jewish community in an outrage, I said, well, he must have said something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't know exactly what he said, because I honestly, truly did not know what the hell he was talking about. Even if I didn't know what they said, I knew it had to be something. So, know what you do in those situations? You listen. Yeah. We have a Jewish person who's a producer of this show. Right. Chris Moreau. We let him talk last time, and didn't go so well, so we shut him up. I think he's a little sharper. Chris.
Yeah. Can you hear me? I'm here to help.
Tell us why what Nick Cannon said was anti.
And first of all, it's impossible for Nick Cannon to be or any so-called Negro, Latino, Native American person to be anti-Semitic because really Semitic, the word is actually a corrupt word of sham, all right, sham, all right, shem, all right, so it's not Sam, it's shem, all right, and another generic term is sham, all right, which means name, all right, so. All right, there's no way so-called Negro could be anti-Semitic. He's Shemitic stock himself. As a matter of fact, it says right here, Ham. All right, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. All right, you had the definition of Ham. All right, this is page 213, Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It said Ham. All right, it says the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons that lived through the flood, he became progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. All right, so there's no way, all right, on this green earth that a so-called Negro, so-called African American person, so-called Latino person, so-called Native American person can be Semitic, all right, well, correctly anti-Shemitic, all right, or anti-Sham, all right.
Anti-Semitic as a Jewish. Chris, can you just clarify what he said first, and then do the tell us why?
Well, I think you're referring to his comments about the Rothschilds and a shadow secret Jewish banking system. I'm assuming that's the part we're talking about.
Yeah, and the fake dollar and those things.
Yeah, I actually didn't understand the fake dollar comment, to be honest, but it all ties into a larger...
The fake dollar, you look on your dollar bill, it says Federal Reserve. It's not really a dollar, so it's a fake dollar, man. I mean, come on, man. All right.
Conspiracy theory that...
See, there you go. That word conspiracy theory was made up, that phrase, by the CIA, all right, to discredit people, make it seem like somebody crazy and this and all that. All right.
basically claims that for hundreds and hundreds of years, Jews have secretly been controlling financial institutions around the world and pulling strings, making wars happen, and basically responsible. It's a scapegoating theory. It scapegoats a lot of the economic issues that plague countries, specifically in Europe, and blames that on the Jews. And the reason it's so dangerous is, in recent history, I'm talking 60 years ago, it's gone beyond just rhetoric and talk. It's actually been used to fuel the Holocaust, to fuel genocide. The idea that the Jews were behind the destruction of the German economy post World War I is really what fueled the Nazis' rise to power. The belief that Jewish banking families, like the Rothschilds and other, similar institutions, were the cause of Germany's collapse. The term that was used at the time was they had stabbed the Germans in the back. But the Germans would have come out victorious after World War I and were in much better shape. But the Jews somehow, from behind the scenes, prevented that. That was really what gave the Nazis their initial momentum and brought them into power. And we know how that played out. So when Jews today hear you talking about secret banking systems and the Rothschilds, that's what it brings up. That history.
It's a trigger. It opens up a wound that probably will never truly heal. And it's
important to note. And I'm curious to see if you were raised like this, Chris. But like a lot of my Jewish friends were raised from a very young age to never forget what happened at the in the Holocaust, but also the events that led up to it. So anytime there's an event that is even close.
All right, but anyway. There's a difference between Jews and Jewish. Jews are ones who descend, one from the tribe of Judah or one who descend from the southern kingdom. Particular tribes within the southern kingdom is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right, Judah today is the so-called African Americans. Benjamin is so-called West Indians. Levi is the so-called Haitians, man. All right, Jewish means somebody with the suffix ish means like. All right, because these people converted to our ways. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think between between the 10th and 11th century. All right, you had the Crusaders on one side, well, basically it's like son of Christianity. The other side, you had the Muslims. All right, Moors. All right, Muslims. All right, they was into Israelites into Islam. Same people, man. All right. The same people, just different philosophies. So these Edomites, right, Amalek, right, on the head of Esau, they want to take other sides of what they did. They had our people come up there and teach them the ways, man. All right. So that's what happened. So that's where you get this Judaism from, all right. Jews mean doctrine, mean laws of the Jews, all right? But there's more than 3 tribes. There's more than Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You got the rest of the 9 tribes, all right? So that's why we always say, you don't deal with Judaism, number one. Yahweh didn't say he gave Judaism to the Israelites, all right? Was just our ancestors, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, speckled birds. He said he gave them laws, statutes, commandments. All right, what's this in? Let me get this. Psalms. Psalms 147 verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his commandments unto Israel. He have not dealt over any nation. As for judgment, they have not known of praise ye Yahweh. All right, it don't say Judaism. It say he showed his word, Psalms 147 verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. All right. It don't say Judaism, man. All right. Okay.
A sentiment that exists that's even close to what led to the Holocaust, like saying the Jews control the banks or that kind of stuff. This dog whistle that goes off in a lot of Jews' brains, where they're like, this is how it starts. We got
it starts, but let's look at what their own people say. All right, Amalek's own people. All right, so let's go to matter of fact, www. Jewish. Let me see, Jewish. Hold on, stop. Just bear with me. It'll pop up just, yeah, there you go. Alright. It'll pop up in there. Alright, so it says Jewish. Right. Alright. Alright, we're in Jewish Virtual Library, banking and bankers. Alright. You can look out throughout history. Alright, Alexandria, Middle Ages, but alright, these Constantine persecution, these more likely this saw people, alright, the earlier times. Alright, minus Crusaders. Alright. Saw people again. Alright, he saw hold on. Alright, so hold on. Let's see. Don't deal with now let's go down right here to 19th and 20th centuries. So the Jewish Bank in the 19th century begins with the rise of the House of Rothschild in Frankfurt. All right, so the Rothschilds, thus Amalek, right? All right, one of the head of the Edomite family. They're not Jews. All right. All right, so like I said, the word Jewish means something like a Jew. Like my shoes are brownish, but not exactly brown. Or like a girl's acting boyish. She's not a boy, but she acting like a boy. All right. Anyway, it says Jewish banking in the 19th century begins with the rise of the House of Rothschild in Frankfurt City, which became a new banking center in Europe, a result of political upheaval caused by the French Revolution of the Napoleon War. The founding of the house became the symbol of 19th century type merchant bank in Maya. It's a lot if I pronounce this wrong. Eshmir Rothschild started as a banker to elect the Hesse-Celtic sons, rose to prominence as major European bankers. Ashmir Meyer in Frankfurt, Solomon Meyer Vienna, Karl Meyer Naples, James Meyer in Paris, Nathan Meyer London. All right, you can read it, etc., etc. All right, let me see, merchant bankers, you read right here. All right, and Jewish bankers played an important part in the development of joint stock banks. All right, you see right here. In England, banks were established by Sir David Solomons, London, Westminster Bank, 1832, the Stern Brothers, 1833, Samuel Montague, 1854, Emil Langer, 1859, the Speyer Brothers, Cinnamon Brothers, etc. All right. Let me see. Montefiore Anglo American Corporation connected to the Diamond Finance Corporation, A. Duxensberger, established by Sir Ernest Oppenheimer in South Africa. General Mine and Finance Corporation was set up by Hamilton Ettress and Turk. One of the most important enterprises in South African finance was Bernardo Brothers Company. All right, you can read it, etc., man. All right. It says, and you can see it, man. Russia, a number of Jewish banks were established in Vienna during the 19th century. Most influential was Arnstein and Estes. This bank era was declared bankrupt in 1859. All right. So it said toward the end. All right, and you could read it, man, and you could watch how it go all the way down. All right. And what I mean, our people in the early, I mean, during the Dark Age and stuff, that most likely was our people that was lending our people, the original British, all them money. All right. But anyway, let's see. George Sorrell, Hungarian immigrant. All right, that guy that Black Lives Matter. All right. He funds the Black Lives Matters movement. All right, George Soros, Hungarian immigrant, became one of the most successful investors and later spread his wealth to non-profit to political causes. All right. So you can see it right here. All this information, man. It says, right, assessment role Jewish bankers as shown above Jewish activity, particularly the late Middle Ages and in the 18th century, 19th century, often played important, sometimes central, constructive role in economy and social life of various countries, sometimes even international. However, banking always remained a subsidiary Jewish economic activity. Frankly, when the Jews appeared to command large assets, they gave this impression because they mostly owned mobile property. The wealthy Jews always formed a small group, particularly compared with the wealth nobles Christian murder. Was really only in the 19th century that Jewish finance achieved remarkable wealth. All right, remarkable wealth, largely resulting from activities on European courts. Consequences of upheavals brought by French Revolution and Napoleon Wars, with the growth of joint stock banks and central banks in the middle of the 19th century. The field of private banking became limited. Around the beginning of the 20th century, Jewish influence in its finance and banking had reached its zenith after it declined at the accelerating rate. All right, so it reached its zenith, man. How they do it, man? Because they was one pulling the strings behind the closed doors, man. All right, you don't raise up for nothing, man. All right, you gotta have your hand or something, man. All right, you know, so they own people told on themselves on this website, man. All right, let me get this Psalm 64. All right, Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. All right, so ain't nobody imagination that they controlling the bank. Is right here. All the information right here, man. I mean, come on, man. All right, let me get this Psalms 58. Got that guy on the phone. Psalms 58:3. All right, the wicked are strange from the womb. It's a lot of my page tone up. They go astray as soon as they born, speaking lies, man. All right. So a guy speaking lies, man. A guy on the phone, Charlemagne. All right. Even though he's not Esau, he's all right. He's behaving like Esau. But anyway, that scripture not for Charlemagne, but it's for that guy named Scopes, man.
What if I sleep hot?
Right? Or cold?
Introducing the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Now temperature balance.
We got to nip this in the bud now.
That's what you should do, right? That's how you prevent history from repeating itself.
I think it's reading. Now,
Yeah,
Chris, was that you were reading?
Every Passover, you read a book called the Haggadah, which tells the story of the Jews' exodus from Egypt and getting out of slavery in Egypt.
Right.
And, I read that every year from a kid up until this year. And, every Haggadah is a little bit different, but mine always ended kind of with the refrain, never again. Those are the two words that you hear over and over again as a Jew. Mm-hmm. Never again, never again. So when you hear talk about Jewish banking systems, I don't even think it's a dog whistle. I mean, I think it's pretty upfront. We're going to shut that down right now because, unfortunately, we know where that can go. And it can escalate very quickly.
And a thing to clarify.
As a matter of fact, they'll tell you some of their own people finance that situation that happened in Germany. All right.
Which is very important. Nobody or no system is above criticism. For example, like the Rothschilds and the role that they specifically, that family specifically, have played in like global banking.
See, there you go. All right. It happened again. All right. All right. He just told on himself, man. All right. Psalm 64:8. So they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. All right?
Of criticism, and simply criticizing the family is in no way anti-Semitic. But oftentimes, the people that are anti-Semitic are using their role in global banking as a justification for their anti-Semitism. In the same way,
it gets conflated,
right? In the same way that, like, people who do not care about black people at all use black on black crime.
And another thing, Esau, the other tribes of Esau, all right, telling their own people, come against people, that's not even anti-Semitic, right? Because they are a Shemitic stock. They from the nation of Edom, all right? Right? Edom descend from Shem, Abraham, and Isaac, all right? All right? They forefathers Esau, Ashawah, which means wasted his heat. Their skin is translucent, all right? They flesh and blood show through get a red color, variants of the red. You can look at this guy right here. All right, his skin is translucent. You see his shirt kind of like a teal color. All right, you can see that red line around his neck and a red symbol on his shirt. You can see it. All right, matter of fact, what's this?
Time as a retort.
All right, so you see that logo only got a little red in it. All right, you can see it match up against his skin as a red. All right, so this guy is Edom, man. All right, but get back to this. All right.
Work to Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter, yeah.
Right? Like all those white people talking about black on black crime, they were never doing anything for black on black crime before Black Lives Matter.
You're not white.
And they won't do anything after Black Lives Matter. They're simply doing it as another way of going, shut up.
Right, and the fact is, there are plenty of powerful banking families historically and present day across the world. I mean, I don't think Chase Bank, I could be wrong, I don't believe that's run by Jews. There are plenty of banks that wield tremendous power, and, you know, they should be scrutinized and probably in a lot of situations criticized, but those aren't the ones you hear about. You hear about the Rothschilds. So when you hear about the Rothschilds in this setting, yeah, it is a trigger, essentially.
So I totally understand, and I talked to like 8 of my Jewish peoples yesterday. Chris was one of them, and every single one of them explained to me why what Nick said was anti-Semitic, in different variations of the same way. And it basically was, to the root of it is those were just like the 2 talking points that have been used to persecute Jewish people for years. So,
Yeah, the other thing was the Semite. They said, like,
there you go. All right.
Like, black people were the original Semitic people. And
I'm gonna tell you something. Can I tell you something? Can I admit something right now?
Go.
I have no idea what Semitic means.
All right, so he just said out of his mouth, he country. This guy is double-minded, man. Right, and he's a you know what? He's a liar, man. All right, this guy's a damn liar. All right. First, he said he talked to his Jewish homies. So you got Jewish homies. They're gonna break down the history, right, from what they was basically taught. All right, they're the original people. So there's no way in hell you never heard the term anti-Semitic or don't know what the term Semitic means. All right, or Shem is actually Shem. All right, with Shemitic. All right, there's no way, man. All right, you're a liar, man. All right.
Bro,
I'm talking about zero. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up right now.
I'm with you. I had to learn last night. I called my boy Dove. You met Dove, and I was like, explain what was going on in here. And he's like, it's a semantic argument, right? So,
idiot, you're lying, Charlemagne God, you're an idiot. Well, you are an idiot, all right? You're just an idiot. You're just a bumbling idiot and a pet. Basically a pet for Esau, man. All right, just a dumb dog. All right, just a dumb dog. All right, that's what you are, man. Dumb dog. All right. What is it? All right, just a dumb dog. All right. All right, you just like these pastor pork chops and read this scripture. All right, Isaiah 56:10. His watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs that cannot bark, sleep, and lie down in love with a slumber. Right, so you no different than these pastor pork chop and Bishop Bacon. All right, among our people, so-called Neo-Latino American. All right, they dumb dogs, they don't bark. All right, and you don't tell the truth, and you're a liar because you made a mocking video about us, the Israelites. All right, mocking us and everything, man. All right, so you're a liar, man. All right, all right, you're a liar, or you just complete dummy. All right.
Or the Semitic people refers to the people that speak Semitic languages. I believe that's Hebrew, Aramaic. These are any like the old biblical languages. Is that right, Chris?
Right. It would basically refer to the peoples of, like, I think you call it the Levant. You know, it would be modern day Lebanon,
Middle East,
Israel,
Jordan,
Palestine,
Israel, that area.
Right. So, but here's the thing, and so here's the thing. So the people from that region are the Semitic people. Now, I think that he was saying that the.
Hold on. All right. In fact, let me get this book. Read it loud. I forgot to read it. It's a book, Servants of Allah, African American Muslims Enslaved in Americas. All right, by Sylvian A. Dioff. All right, about the Israelites that converted to Islam. All right, this side of that book will show you what. If you pay close attention, you look at the names. All right, the history, how they knew about the Bible, etc., etc. All right, so it's let me see, what page is that? Let me find this page. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is page 18. Let me see. All right, it says the Spanish reluctance, notwithstanding, Bozo or people coming from directly Africa were imported because the trade in Ladinos could not meet the demand. Nicolas D. Ovando, the governor of Hispaniola, right, today Haiti Dominican Republic, considered the trade in Bozos a bad policy and asked for a complete stop to the importation of Africans in 1503. All right. I mean, the Israelites, man. Latinos and other Israelites are from Spain to Portugal. All right. Spain to Portugal with the Moors and Jews. Or basically, Jakes were taken from, also means Jakes were taken from West Africa to Spain. All right. All right. All right. It says, after first slave uprising in the New World led by Wolof in 1522, a royal decree May 11 and 1526 specifically forbade the introduction of Gelos, Wolof, Negro blacks from the Levant or Middle East. I'm gonna say it again: Negro blacks from the Levant or Middle East, those who had been raised with the Moors, all right, and people from Guyana without a special license from the Casa de Contratación, which regulates slave trade and put levies on slaves. All right, so it's right here. It said, I'm gonna read this again. It said Negro blacks from the Levant or Middle East. All right, that's why you read this. Go right here. You go this again. It says what? It says Ham. All right, Zombie Bible Nation. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 princes that lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, man. All right. So it's stand correct, man, that the so-called Negroes here in America are of Shemitic descent, or what you tell generic terms, Semitic descent. All right.
I believe that he was saying Ashkenazi Jews were not the Semitic people because they're not.
Again, Amalek, Ashkenazi, they are Shemitic, but they're not the nation of Israel. They are the nation of Edom. They are the red people. Correctly, Hebrew Adawam. All right. Now, you do have some people among them, all right? Like, what's that guy named? Anna Levine, that singer, all right? So that song Animals and stuff. Maroon 5, you had Lady Gaga. Matter of fact, about 2 years ago, we met one of Lady Gaga family members, man. All right, his father was married to his mother, right? So you had them, all right? He was a Jake, man. Even though he was an in-law of her, he was a Jake. Lady Gaga was a Jake, man. What's the other one? Michael Douglas, the actor, the one playing Wall Street. All right, I forgot the other movie. Dan DeVito. I forgot the name of it. All right, Michael Douglas, man. All right, his father. What's his father name? His father, famous actor too. All right, man. So you have Israelites among these Ashkenazis, Amalekites, man. All right, let's show you again. It's about you are the seed of your father. All right. So you played it.
Originally, allegedly from that region, right?
Said that.
I think Nick was alluding to that.
Oh, okay.
Right? So he was like, they're trying to be Semitic like us. But I think that they would give pushback and say, hey, the original Semitic people were not black or white. They were Arab looking because that's where it started.
Hold it right there. All right. Number one, no such thing as black or white. All right. Now, you know this term is this situation. We're talking about black meaning dark brown people. All right. Nobody's black like the fonts on this page. All right. So I'm gonna say what? Let me play it again. All right. He said Arab. All right. So that don't cut us. All right. Hold on.
Right?
Said that.
I think Nick was alluding to that.
Oh, okay.
Right? So he was like, they're trying to be Semitic like us. But I think that they would give pushback and say, hey, the original Semitic people were not black or white. They were Arab looking because that's where it started. So
Arab look, right? And that's what they do, man. All right, that's what they do. They always run to that. Oh, they was Arab look, but what did the original Arabs look like, man? What did the original Arabs look like? All right. Now you go right here. Let me see. All right. So hold on. All right. Where is that? Okay, that's not what I want. All right. Bam. All right. And you can see it right here. This article from Irish Times. All right. Because you look in the early Hollywood movies, when Esau wanted to play a so-called Arab Ishmaelite, he darkened his faces. All right. On Justin Trudeau, Virginia Woolf, and our Orientalist history of brown face. Oriental means the East. Gay brought blackface and brown were always power moves when worn by white people in Edomite. September 23rd, 2019 by Gabriel Ballard. A remarkable photo of Justin Trudeau captured him in 2001 at an Arabian Nights theme party. Arms were wrapped around too short of the two smiling white men. His suit, dark fingers upon the bosom of a black-haired woman in the foreground. His face, normally I'm gonna say red, or not white, is now a deep brown, almost fades into the background of black and white photograph. His teeth and eyes starting white atop his head is determined. He's grinning. All right, so let's see. He's talking about this picture right here. All right. All right, you can see where his face at. All right, so there you go right there. All right. So you want to talk about Arab looking? Why they do this? Because the Arabs were a dark brown people originally. All right. Let's see where it started. All right. And you could go right here. It says, all right, let me see. You can see it. It says right here, all right, I'm gonna start right here. It said America in the late 19th or 20th century, a brown-faced related genre that retains some of the ridiculous nature of minstrel, but also made particular way Trudeau did lay upon the oral exotics. One of from brown-faced befriended you historic as an alternative to blackface targeting Native Americans, South Asians, and non-white Latin Americans, right? Which show you that Latin tribes are not so-called whites, right? Believed by you. you pro-black Israelites, Polynesian people, and brown-skinned people broadly, this is tradition that Jose Jimenez, the once famous character, Hungarian Jewish immigrant comedian, built. That was a part of whereby Dana's character, Latino minstrel who spoke with a thick accent, had notably bronze skin, were meant to make fun of stereotypes about Mexicans. It was mystery and less dark paint, right? But anyway, all right. So it says right here. It says, all right. It said another version of brownface. One more time, Trudeau's real nice get-ups complex. Trudeau's virtual brown face is really tried to Oriental set believes some stereotypes created by British and French power in the 18th, 19th century about East, so-called Middle East and Far East, or the Orient, and people who lived there. Right? Because they know the people that lived there was a dark-skinned people. All right? And no stereotype, just something that they just showed. All right? Well, I mean, stereotype, I'm talking about the dark skin. All right? All right? And you can see it right here. What is this? Arabs, I don't know these actors, anything, I don't know. Most likely eat them, I don't know. It's real, alright, but right here in the blackface, you see it. Alright, it says April 2021, which appeared in a newsletter from West Point. Great Cat showed costume, just chewing his face and darkened by makeup, attend Arabian Nights gala. Alright. But also you can see in the old 1950 movies, man. You see Edomites, black in their face, they playing Arabs and stuff, man. All right, they're playing Ishmael, all right, because they know Ishmael's a dark-skinned people, man. Matter of fact, you go to the scriptures. All right. Go to the scriptures. Hold on. Oh, shoot. All right. Hold on. Go to the scriptures, all right. Hold on, Kadar. So he was this Qualdar, all right. This is one of Ishmael descendants. You look it up. All right. It says what? He was son of Qualdar. All right. It means what? Dusky of skin tint. Kadar is son of Ishmael. Bedouin descendants represent Kedar. All right, I mean dark skin, man. All right, so the original Arabs were dark skinned. All right, that's why Esau brown his face up, darken his skin. All right, because they know that the original people of that land are dark skinned. So, all right, so if Ishmael descend from Abraham, the Jews, the Israelites descend from Abraham. What did the Jews look like? All right, you go right here. Let's go. All right. Matter of fact, where that definition at? Let me see. Of ruddy in the Zama Bible Dictionary, page 5 and 10, it says ruddy, a word used to refer to a red or fair complexion. All right, what it basically means lively. All right, but anyway, it says in contrast. All right, ruddy's like a brown color. You got like a little chocolate pit. All right, chocolate pit bull. All right, but anyway, in contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrews. In contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrews. There's like, well, dark skinned people. That's why you get this book. Get this book right here. All right, the Spanish Inquisition, page 13. All right, and this was written by Frederick David Makata. All right, originally published in 1877. He referred what he says what the Moorish Jews are being at that time subject to most galling persecution. Moorish, all right, I mean they was dark skinned, man. All right, it go right here, Zombie Bible Dictionary 351. It's showing what the Arabs look like, man. All right, it says supper in the gas chamber of an Arab village in the area north of Jerusalem. All right, you tell me they Arab looking, just cut yourself. This is page 136. Arab peasants, man. Zombie Bible Dictionary. All right, you go right here. All right, J. Rogers, Sex and Race, Volume 1. Okay. Sex and Race, Volume 1, page hold on. So page, yeah, this is page 106. All right, you can see right here, King Syed, King of Hejaz, Arabia, battling Arab ladies. All right, these are Arab women. All right, you see they got the cross. You got a lot of Arabs there. They're Christians. All right. All right. You can see right here, dark skin. All right. You see right here, the light, the one in Egypt. All right. They mixed in with Esau. All right. Well, some of them light skin today, because they mixed in with they had their forefathers popular out of Edomite concubine that was brought there. All right. But you see right here, the original dark skin Arabs. All right. The other pictures. All right. You see it right here. All right. So you talking about the Arab look, and you saying there's like Arab look, and you basically saying they dark, very dark skin, or so-called black people today looking so-called Negroid looking. All right. This is why it's important, man. Stick to your history, man. Get into that Bible, man, because that Bible will clear up a lot of confusion that is caused by Esau and his agents.
Our latest Sleep Number 360 smart bed is more than just a bed. It's the most comfortable, dually adjustable.
It started. So
And in the dictionary it says Semitic, relating to or denoting a family of languages that include Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, and certain ancient languages such as Phoenician and Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic
Hebrew
family.
Afro-Asiatic. All right, Afro-Asiatic. Why they do that? All right, Afro. All right. Now if I look up Afro. It's like I meant to make this video short, but the spirit led it to be longer. All right, so it's talking about hairstyle was naturally kinky, tightly curled hair styled in a way to stand around the head. All right, so I'll say, let's see what more meaning to this. All right, let's go on more. Oh darn, my time, my night, man. Afro hairstyle, tight curls, full rounded shape. All right. Latin Africa entry. All right, but why would they use the word Afro-Asiatic? Because the language, the people that are speaking their language were a melanated or dark-skinned people. All right. Even though they use the incorrect word Afro to describe, just let you know that these groups of people was dark-skinned, and they were dark-skinned people. All right. But anyway, let's go back to this. All right. Come on.
Right.
I'm still.
So just the regions that spoke that language.
I don't know. Oh.
And to be fair, those languages were spoken all the way down to Ethiopia, because I believe one of the guys from the 12 tribes went down to Ethiopia, and that's why they're Ethiopian Jews.
Right.
Right,
You know, so
Cushites.
it's not to say that there aren't, but to say that the original Semitic people were black people, I would say the original Semitic people were Arab looking.
Man,
We already threw that up, all right? So by you saying Arab look, you mean they very dark skinned, all right? We already destroyed you on that.
don't know about any of this.
Right.
All I know is you can't tell someone what should and shouldn't offend them. Okay.
Right.
So Nick Cannon has apologized, and this apology was. It seemed. Let me read some of it.
I mean, he went in. You're talking about the Twitter one?
Yeah, the one on Twitter. Did you send me that, Taylor? No, I had it in here. Where is? Did you put it? Oh yeah, I got it. Okay. He says, first and foremost, I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. Mm-hmm. They didn't even call him professor. They said Richard Griffin. Right? Is he an actual professor? Does anybody know? They reinforce the worst stereotypes of a proud and magnificent people, and I feel ashamed of the uninformed and naive place that these words came from. Video of this interview has since been removed. While the Jewish experience encompasses more than 5,000 years, and there is so much I have yet to learn,
All right, they're not the original people, all right? So whatever. All right, not the original
had at least
Jews, they Edomites, all right?
the minor history lesson over the past few days, and to say that it is eye-opening would be a vast understatement. I want to express my gratitude to the rabbis, community leaders, and institutions who reached out to me to help enlighten me instead of chastising me. I want to assure my Jewish friends, new and old, that this is only the beginning of my education. I am committed to deeper connections, more profound learning, and strengthening the bond between our two cultures today and every day going forward. I'm going to tell you why I don't have any problems with Nick Cannon apologizing, because I see people giving him backlash for that. If Nick learned what I learned yesterday, or if you listen to what Chris just said, who's Jewish, and Chris is telling you why what he said was anti-Semitic, and if Nick learned, that what he said was offensive, if his intent was to not offend, apologize.
There we go.
What's wrong with that? And I'm gonna tell you something else that I read Fox's statement to the apology, because they're keeping Nick Cannon on The Masked Singer. I love what they said.
As long as he apologized.
Fox said he is clear and remorseful that his words were wrong and lacked both understanding and context, and inadvertently, key word in this sentence, inadvertently promoted hate. This was important for us to observe. Nick has sincerely apologized and quickly taken steps to educate himself and make amends.
I really think, to be honest with you, and I think this is where MTV or Viacom, CBS, or whatever really fucked up, is that they could have taken this as a learning moment, dude. You could, right now,
Not too late.
Say what?
Not too late.
It might be. Hopefully they can work something else out. But, right now what Fox did is...
All right, they're right there, man. All right, I'm going to go back to what he said. All right, but show you some more evidence. This book, matter of fact, I brought it out while I said more Jews, but right here it says, what book is that? Where is it? I brought this out yesterday. If you don't bring it out again, that book, it's a long type of basically right here. From this book right here, the Inquisition of the Jews of Spain to Portugal. All right, but anyway, this page, the title is long. All right here it says, page 32. It said the fate of exile but very different lands. All right, where they sought refuge. Those escaped to Morocco, Algiers, found an inhospitable reception. Many were sold into slavery. All right. So where they end up here in Americas, the Caribbeans, man. All right. Then you go right here to Igbo Israel, page 136. This is what Henry Kissinger say. All right. And who was Henry Kissinger, man? Where is that? Who's Henry? Let you know who Henry Kissinger got his credentials. All right. What he knows. Let's say Henry Alfred Kissinger, is an American politician, diplomat, geopolitical consultant who served in the United States Secretary of State and National Security Advisor under the presidential administration of Richard Nixon, for a Jewish refugee who fled Nazi Germany with his family in 1938. All right. So he's familiar with, all right, it's like customs, all right. He come from a Jewish background, all right. All right, come from a Jewish background, all right. People that act like the Jews, who observe the customs of the Jews, all right. So you know what's what, all right. So right here, page 136, the book Igbo Israel by Ode Mogolu. The Igbos are the wandering Jews of West Africa, gifted, aggressive, westernized, and best envied, resented, mostly despised by their neighbors in the Federation. Henry Kissinger, U.S. National Security Advisor, 1969 to 75, Secretary of State, 1973, 1977. In a White House memo dated Tuesday, January 28, 1969, Richard Nixon formulation document, volume E-5, documents on Africa, 1969 to 72. All right. A dynamic, progressive, but people, their education ability did not hinder them to those among they live. Even the British rule there had been massacred Igbos in northern Nigeria in Jos in 1945 and in Kano in 1953. The Igbos acquired Sorbet, the Jews of Africa, right? But why would he say that? Why would he say that about the Igbo? All right. Go right here, the same book. It says what they do, because you know they custom. It says the birth of new babies attract that anticipated joy and thanks and praise to God relative to the neighbor, friends visit. Someone gifts for the newborn. After 7 days, a male child is circumcised. You go on the 8th day. All right, that's how you know, man. All right. Right here it says food. The Igbo observe religious diet purity stated in Leviticus 11. They eat only fish with scales and fins. Also, they may eat, though rarely select the insects like the cricket, grasshoppers, as mentioned in Leviticus 11:20. When crawling creatures like snakes or lizards or other reptiles are killed and removed from common, the items used in killing them, usually sticks, are thrown away. Any animals or person used which are touched, disposed of. Leviticus 11:31, verse 32. They are considered unclean. Okay, so there you go, man. All right, you can see Igbo. It said the Igbo abstain from food such as pig, kite, raven, owl, and any kinds of reptiles. All right, these creatures within their environment are regarded as unclean animals. All right, that the foul individual, even if he must touch it, the Igbo uses bushel of gods for measuring liquids as liquid and oil palm. All right, so right here you see right here, man. All right, Henry Kissinger, he knows these. He knows. All right, here right here, page 41. It says G.T. Basner in page 77 of this book, among Igbo Nigeria, records that on the western side of Nigeria fashions a small loincloth, ogado, and yukubu. All right, it's sort of a shawl or jump similar to the Hebrew prayer cloth, thrown loosely around the shoulder, both woven by women themselves from native grown cotton. All right, the little prayer shawls. All right, they get that from us, man. All right, this page 110. Further interior Niger River, there are reports from Scottish Explorer Mungo Park. All right. 1795, a new moon festival, penalties of 40 strokes, Thanksgiving on inquiry why tradition kept. They answer that the ancestors had done it, although there's a strict adherence and tendency towards religious and traditional observance. Mostly these African ethnic nations, fondly called tribes by Western colonists, right? These are Israelites, not African, had little or no idea of their origin. All right, does that curse, man, take place? Jeremiah 17 and I think 17:14, if I'm not mistaken. All right, no, Jeremiah 17:4, I believe. Right. Anyway, it says, the practice of oath-taking, marrying deceased brother's wife, sacrificial atonement for redemption are found in some particular West African nations. Muhammad al-Idris, right, who born 1100, lived be 1165, cartographer belonging to the Moroccan Almoravids and traveler who visited the slave coast of Africa, remarked that one finds among blacks many Jewish customs through the Islamic era and cross-Saharan conquest. Yahudi was a term the Muslim applied to the people of the Mosaic faith who inhabit the Lower Atlas district of Suzi, Morocco, South Morocco. All right, so you got this right here, this cartographer. All right, Muhammad al-Judi, he telling you that the people with the slave coast of Africa, where they was snatching slaves from, they was observing these Israelite customs, man. All right, so all right, so that Nick Canyon, were basically the brothers out here that's teaching. All right, because Nick Canyon, he wasn't off, man. It was just that he told the truth. All right. They told the truth. They got penalized for it. And like right now, we getting penalized for it. We bring out the truth that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. And your lies getting debunked. Your lies getting debunked about the so-called Negroes being the so-called Negroes being Hamites. That the so-called Native Americans are Asians that come from Asia. That the so-called Latinos are offsprings of all they forefathers been killed, and they offsprings of Spaniard. All those lies, man, is being debunked. And that lie about these people over there in that land, over there in the Middle East, that land start with a capital I. Those are not the people. Those are not the chosen people of Yahweh. All right, those are not the nation of Israel. And as a matter of fact, go to Isaiah chapter 2. It tells you when the real Israelites inhabit that land, there should be peace. There have been no peace, man. It's been diseased and war that land since they got there. They don't match up the prophecies of Deuteronomy 28 that marks them as Israel. Also, the other prophecies about the Bible that marks them as Israel. All right, the only people that match up with that Deuteronomy 28 is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the speckled birds. All right. So I'm gonna end this. I hope you've been edified, and shalom.